All right, this video goes out to my course oneers out there. This problem is chapter 5, and it is a problem about scale models and what a multiplier you could use to enlarge or reduce a model. So we were talking about Genevieve as an architect, finished her new plans for a library. I have it down here. Here is her scale model of a library that she's going to build. The city council members love her design so much they've asked her for 2 new models. All right, nice job, Genevieve. Help Genevieve decide how she will calculate the measurements of each new model to satisfy each of the given conditions. So here we are. She built this model. She already has all the measurements for her original design. And so part A here, I'm going to do in red. The council wants a model that is much smaller. So what can she do? So what she's going to have to do is she's going to have to take each one of these measurements all over, and she's going to have to take some portion of them. So she's going to multiply, right? Of means multiply, so take some portion of that. Now, if she multiplied it by 1, that would keep it exactly the same. So if she multiplied something smaller than 1, that's going to make it smaller. So if she multiplies by a fraction or a decimal that's less than 1, her model will shrink. So if we want something much smaller, well, if we multiplied by a half, that would get us something half as big. If we do something like 2/3, right? That's going to get smaller, but not necessarily much smaller. That's a third, 1/3 smaller. If you multiplied it by a 10th, right, we're getting 1/10 of what we had. So anything in that range, right, that's going to get it much smaller, something much less than 1 whole. For part B, right, those are all acceptable answers. Something that is multiplying all of the side lengths and all the dimensions by a fraction or decimal, much smaller than 1. If we want it much smaller, we need it much smaller than 1. So here we go. We're going to take something. So B, the council wants a model that's slightly larger. So again, if we multiplied by 1, it would keep it exactly the same. So if we want to get it larger, we would multiply by something larger than 1. All right, that's what we need to multiply, larger than 1. So we only want it slightly larger. So we want to multiply by a fraction that is slightly more than 1, like 1 1/5, right? Or 7/6, which is 1 1/6, or 1 1/10. So all of these things as a fraction or a decimal, things that are just slightly larger than 1 will get us, multiplying by 1 will get us the original, and then multiplying by 1/10 gets it a 10th bigger. So 1 1/10 would be just something slightly larger. But there's a ton of answers that would have worked, right? 1 1/100th, that would be just 1/100th more than what you had. All right, hope you enjoyed it.